Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Just a quick channel update. Obviously, as you've seen, I've deactivated social media, and it's staying that way for, well, at least until September. Bloody hell, frog in throat. 2 seconds. Let's take a quick drink. How lovely. Yeah. So top and bottom of it is this. I've just got some important work to do. In line with the things we're talking about on the show and that kind of thing. And I have to focus on those things. It's for my family's future. Simple as that. That should be enough. I mean, I don't really need to go into too much detail. I've alluded to these things for weeks and months on the show. So I'm taking a hiatus from the show. Now, it's the first time I've been doing this for 10 years, right? Since Milk the Cow got brought back in a podcast form. 10 years. And I've never once took a holiday. Now, it's very different from enforced periods of absence due to serious illness. But when I thought about it last week, I've never took an extended break where I could just focus on myself. And what I mean by that is like building the infrastructure around myself financially to secure the future going forward. No, I'm not talking about like now daft, but I'm just talking about like, just feeling secure and comfortable. Because like, when you get ill for as long as I did, your savings don't last forever. So I'm basically in a fortunate place now that I've got my health back. And obviously, as you know, you've been following this for a while, could have died quite easily, which is crap. And I've spent this week really reflecting on all of this stuff. And I've just been like, I need a summer with my partner and the dogs and whoever else comes in and out. But I need that. I need to free up some time to just focus on the people, as I call my dogs as well, who've just been there for us daily, ride or die. They need some back. They don't ask for it, but I need to give them it on a personal level. And I am. And I feel really excited about having that time. Now, in terms of like people are like, oh, the timing's mad, general election. Honestly, I couldn't care about the UK general election. I really couldn't. Just a load of disrespectful arseholes. As well as that, you've seen what's happened in France. It's infinitely more intriguing because the left got their act together. And what did they do? They formed a bloc, put all of that nonsensical bullshit to one side, and went, the fash, the fash. The UK are not doing that. It's just melt central. Seriously. And I need a break from that because what will happen is after this election and that kind of stuff, the chips will fall where they may. There'll be a whole hand wringing. How could this possibly have happened? And then Labour will start beiging the world up and making sure more money goes to businesses. And I just, for once, after 10 years of doing this, I'm just tapping out. I'm just not doing it. I'm not covering it. I'm not putting podcasts out about it because I do solutions-focused journalism, and you cannot solve things, right, if people are this fractured. So I want to see and get out of the way like Homer Simpson into the hedge and just see what people do. Because, if Corbyn loses, that's going to be used as, the left is a failed project and, like this can be consigned to the dustbin forever, like establishment journalism, that kind of thing. And I just can't be bothered with it. Like, I'm doing proper journalism here, like real stuff, not factional gear, you know what I mean? And I'm sick of soaking all this up by osmosis. And after a decade of properly giving it some, like, a lot of you will never know the sacrifices I've made for this. And this isn't me going, oh, please. I get people have got their own lives and it doesn't mean as much to them and all of that kind of thing. And also get like, that people are adaptable and they evolve and they move on, and that's good. And I think it should be that. But I'm doing things on my own, have been for a while, and I'm just gonna, like I say, focus on myself and my family. My partner is one of the best people you'll ever meet, and she's incredibly patient with us while I build all these different things. And also incredibly patient with us while I investigate some of the worst people on the planet. And Stephanie, since October the 7th as well, like I need a break from watching a live stream snuff movie, which you have to do basically to effectively do this job. And I've definitely got a bit of residual trauma. I know PTSD. I mean, I've had friends be murdered and suicide and all of this. So I get it and I understand. I understand what a lot of you are going through too. I'm going through it too. And I really just don't need tens of thousands of people coming at us daily. Like, I've been doing it for 10 years, and like my life hasn't been easy through that time either, So I feel I've just been holding this up, and I've been financially subsidizing this for a long time, and I need a break. And I've never allowed myself that through the guilt of helping this person and that person. And look, I have to do this. And if you've got issue with that now and whatever, then that's you. Because at the end of the day, reflect on the effort that I've put in to try and make this a thing. Now, many of you have said, take as long as you need. We'll be here when you get back. I hope that's the case. And I hope you continue to support the work. If you don't, you don't. I have to do this, man. I can't stay locked in this prison, which is what it feels like. I've got so many potential opportunities that I just have to focus on, which will enable us to then hopefully employ an editor, which will send this channel where it needs to be. There's a huge back catalogue of things that are recorded during long COVID and just recently as well. And I just do not have the time to chop them up into the short clips which are required to drive people to podcasts these days. It's not like it was when we first started this at all. It's a very different landscape. I'm doing the work of a lot of people. One person, you all you got to do is go look at jobs for podcasts and things like that. Like the work that I'm doing, 3 or 4 different people do this, and I kind of keep grinding myself into the dust. So there's your channel update. I'll be back when I'm back, and obviously I reserve the right to pop up if I feel rested enough over the summer. So I might do that, and I might do some audio stuff as well. I miss just doing audio, to be honest. So if you're not on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, subscribe there, because I might just post stuff there and you'll never know it existed if you don't. So anyway, blessings to absolutely everybody who is watching this. And also, Milk the Cow Podcast at gmail.com. You can still contact us. Still send us an email if you want to say how I'm doing or you want to have a chat. I'm just having a holiday. Work and holiday on other things, but if you want to have a chat via email, or there's some opportunities you think for September for Milk the Cow and that kind of thing, I'm all ears, man. It's not that deep. I've just hit the point where I have moved past the guilt, the ancestral Irish Catholic guilt that has made me not take a holiday because of all the responsibilities I felt to have to everybody else who needed my help or whatever. And I just don't feel that way anymore. And it's honestly, it feels like freedom. So have a wonderful summer. Love absolutely to every single one of you who are watching or listening to this. Whether we've had crosswords or not bothered. All love in your direction, as always. And as I say, you might see us before September, and it's more like you'll hear us. But if there's an alien spacecraft and that, it's all getting turned back on, because the mothership is what we'll really want to be covering, not all this mad stuff. And to be quite honest with you as well, as somebody who nearly died from long COVID, I need a break from traumatizing myself covering this every fucking day. In this way, at least. And because there's opportunities coming up, this is a good time to do it. Because it's not that deep for us anymore. But it's just, if you imagine it like at this point, because you kind of escape from it, those little paper cuts, it's just like irritatingly small amounts of trauma. And I reckon if I do a month or two where I just like walk up these mountains and, you know, do these other bits of work in a different way, working alongside others and that kind of thing, I'll put a lot of it behind us. And you know, the people who say that you care about us, you'll be very happy, I'm sure. And instead of the theme tune, I'm going to play it out with the wonders of Dino Kid. It's one for the old school. Big up everybody. See you in the autumn, if not before. Peace in the Middle East, hopefully.
Hey, you'll slip. I won't fall. Maybe I will. That's okay, 'cause we all fall. Have fun, Dad. Well, let's go down this big old hill.